Ever feel like you're just drowning in data? Like spreadsheets are multiplying before your very eyes?
Uh-huh. I know the feeling.
Seriously, I swear, one time I spent an entire week, a whole week, just updating a single report.
Oh, I've been there. It's brutal. It's like the dark side of data analysis.
It is. But hey, that's why we're here, right? To uncover the secrets to, actually enjoying working with data.
Exactly. No more data dread. We're all about working smarter, not harder. And luckily, there are some seriously powerful tools and techniques that can help us do just that.
Okay, so speaking of working smarter, for this deep dive, we're diving deep into the world of data analytics efficiency. We've got a treasure trove of articles and expert opinions all about automating those tedious, soul-crushing tasks. The ones that make you question your life choices.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. And if there's one thing all these experts seem to agree on, it's that manual data cleaning is public enemy number one.
Oh, tell me about it. Cleaning data is like the necessary evil of the data world. You know it's important, but it's also the biggest time suck ever. It's like, why even bother analyzing anything if you're going to spend 90% of your time just getting the data ready?
Right. It's like you're a sculptor, but you're stuck chiseling away at a giant block of granite with a butter knife. You know you've got a masterpiece in there somewhere, but actually getting to it, ugh, painful.
Perfect analogy. So how do we ditch the butter knife and become data Michelangelos? What's the secret weapon for slaying this data cleaning dragon?
Well, one of the most powerful weapons in our arsenal is Python, specifically Python libraries like Pandas. Pandas is like this Swiss Army knife of data manipulation. It can slice, dice, and clean your data with incredible speed and precision.
Okay, so pandas, Python. I've had these terms thrown around, but to be honest, I'm more familiar with Excel and, well, maybe Google Sheets on a good day. So break it down for me. How exactly does something like pandas help me clean data? Like, give me an example. Let's say I've got a massive spreadsheet with customer data. What's pandas going to do for me?
All right, so imagine this. You've got your massive spreadsheet, thousands of rows, maybe even millions, and there are tons of duplicates because people enter their information slightly differently each time. Like maybe they use saint in one entry and street in another.
Oh, I've been there. It's infuriating.
It is. But the beautiful thing is, pandas can spot those duplicates and zap them out of existence in seconds. Or let's say you've got a column with dates, but they're all formatted differently. Some are month, day, year, some are day, month, year. It's a mess. Pandas can swoop in and reformat that entire column to ensure consistency in a flash.
So no more manually combing through endless rows and fixing things one by one.
Exactly. And the best part is you only have to write the code once. You save it as a reusable script, and then boom, every time you need to clean your data, it's a single command, and you're good to go.
Okay, so we're talking about serious time savings here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that brings us to another major time drain in the data world, reporting.
Oh, don't even get me started on reporting. It used to take up half my week. Pulling the data, creating the charts, formatting everything just so, sending it off, and then doing it all over again the next week. It's enough to make you want to tear your hair out.
It's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting different results. But what if I told you there's a way to break free from this reporting rut? Imagine this. You have a dashboard that updates automatically with all your key metrics, like every hour. You could spot trends as they emerge, react to changes in real time. It'll be a game changer.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Sign me up. But how do we make this magical self-updating dashboard a reality? What kind of sorcery is involved?
Well, the sorcerers in this case are tools like Power BI and Tableau. They're the heroes of automated reporting. You basically connect them to your data source, design your reports and dashboards, which is actually the fun part. It's like being a data artist. And then you schedule them to refresh automatically at set intervals. So every hour, every day, every week, whatever you choose, the data updates itself in the background without you ever having to lift a finger. You can even set up alerts to notify you of any unusual patterns or trends so you can address problems before they even become problems.
Set it and forget it. Those are my 4 favorite words when it comes to data. But we can't forget about another common pain point: extracting data from databases.
You're absolutely right. We've talked about cleaning the data, automating the reports, but none of that matters if you can't even get to the data you need in the first place.
Ugh, yeah, I've been there too. You download a massive spreadsheet from a database, spend hours sifting through it, only to realize that half the data is irrelevant to what you need.
It's incredibly frustrating and such a waste of time. But luckily, there's a solution. SQL queries.
SQL queries. Sounds intimidating.
It's not as scary as it sounds. Think of a SQL query like a laser-focused data extraction tool. Instead of downloading an entire database, you can write a query that says, for example, show me only the customers who made a purchase in the last month and live in California. It's like magic. You get exactly the data you need without any of the irrelevant stuff.
So instead of drowning in a sea of data, SQL queries let you just kind of scoop out what you need? That's amazing.
Exactly. And just like with our previous automation heroes, you can schedule these queries to run automatically using task schedulers. So for instance, every Monday morning, you can have a report waiting in your inbox that shows all the key metrics for the previous week, all based on data that was automatically extracted and analyzed.
Wow. This is all starting to sound incredibly efficient. It makes me realize just how much time I've been wasting doing things manually.
And think about it this way. All that time you save by automating these tasks, that's time you can now spend on the good stuff, the stuff that really matters. Analyzing your data, uncovering insights, coming up with creative solutions. That's where the real magic happens.
Absolutely. And it's not just about saving time, it's about reducing errors, improving accuracy, and ultimately making better decisions. So before we wrap things up, I want to leave our listeners with this thought. Imagine all that newfound time on your hands. What amazing data-driven insights could you uncover? What problems could you solve? What opportunities could you seize? Just something to ponder as you embark on your data automation journey.